Hello, my name is Jim Moyles. I'd like to thank you for joining us. I, along with a very distinguished panel of physicians, will share with you why RSI has become the leader in nutrition and preventive health care in the United States. You will also see why RSI is attracting physicians of the highest caliber, the very best in their fields, because of the science that supports this unique line of products that are only available through this new division of Rexall. Joining me today are Dr. Franklin Murphy, a cardiologist from Los Angeles, Dr. Robert Groves, pulmonologist from Greeley, Colorado, Dr. Roy Page, a surgical oncologist from Memphis, Dr. Dean Johnson, a plastic surgeon from Orlando, Dr. John McClure, an orthopedic surgeon from Clearwater, and Dr. Jim Diano, a chiropractor who's certified in nutrition from Clearwater, Florida. Dr. Groves, as a pulmonologist with impeccable credentials, are you seeing other members of the medical community becoming more receptive to preventive health care?
Jim, what is happening in medicine today is that physicians can no longer ignore preventive health care. I mean, let's face it, we're being dragged kicking and screaming into this field by our patients. Now, what many of you may not know is that physicians are not taught about nutrition or prevention in medical school until very recently. And most of us are so busy with the current requirements of today's environment that we really haven't had time to educate ourselves in this area. But based on the articles that I've read, I don't think it's possible to ignore this trend any longer. When you compare natural alternatives to prescription drugs, it just makes too much sense. Now, when I heard Rexall was behind this, that was important to me too. I found that Rexall Sundown is the #1 manufacturer of nutritionals in this country. It was given the highest rating ever to an over-the-counter pharmaceutical company by a well-established independent auditing firm. It has its own in-house research and development team, its own laboratory. It was ranked first in its category by Investors Business Daily. Rexall Showcase has grown from $10 million a year to over $150 million in the last 5 years. Now, it was obvious to me that these products are being well accepted in the marketplace. And from my personal experience, this company and these products, in every case, have either met or exceeded my own expectations.
Thank you, Dr. Groves. Dr. Murphy, you're a full professor at UCLA. You're the former founder of the Preventive Health Care program at the university. Will you share with the audience your research into the Daily Basics program that's part of the Prescription for Life with Rexall Showcase?
I'd be glad to, Jim. While at UCLA, I saw the basic research being done at Stanford University on this product. What I would like to impress upon the audience is how unique this product is. Think about this. We have access to the only food product in America that actually holds 2 patents for method and composition for reducing serum cholesterol. My own cholesterol and triglycerides were dangerously high before beginning the product and normalized shortly thereafter. You may not know this, but 1 out of every 2 Americans have a cholesterol that's high enough to warrant treatment. Robert, I believe that you're as impressed with this program as I am.
You're absolutely right. In fact, I believe that the Daily Basics Prescription for Life program should play a major role in any comprehensive health plan. The cornerstone product, BioSlife 2, contains a complex of soluble and insoluble fibers, along with several minerals and nutrients. Let's discuss why cholesterol reduction and fiber supplementation is important to our health. Now, the #1 cause of death in this country is heart disease, and cancer is #2. The 2 most important risk factors for heart disease are smoking and elevated cholesterol. Now, a study published in Circulation in 1990 demonstrated that for every 1% reduction in serum cholesterol, you can expect a 2% reduction in cardiovascular death. Now, just think of this. If you lower your cholesterol from 250 to 200, you've just reduced your risk of having a heart attack by 40%. Cholesterol reduction has also been shown to reduce the risk of secondary heart attacks by 50%, mortality by 25%. I mean, this is more effective than surgery or angioplasty. And this definitely illustrated the point very clearly for me that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Another more recent study that was done at Harvard on 43,000 middle-aged men over 6 years showed that increasing daily dietary fiber to 30 grams a day resulted in a 41% reduction in the risk of heart attack, regardless of cholesterol level. That's why the American Heart Association and also the American Cancer Society recommend that we eat a diet that provides 25 to 35 grams a day. Now, unfortunately, most Americans only get about 10 to 12 grams of fiber each day. Over half of our population has a cholesterol profile that needs some help. 90 million people in this country have a cholesterol that is over 200. That's unacceptable. Currently, prescription drugs are used to treat this problem. That's a $4 billion market. Unfortunately, many of these drugs have significant side effects, and we don't yet know what side effects will be seen over extended use. So which would you prefer to try first? Prescription for life or a prescription drug? Now, that's the choice that I give patients, and that's the choice that you'll have to face too, at least for half of you watching this video. Now, BioSlife provides a safe, natural alternative for individuals with cholesterol concerns. And furthermore, because it is a fiber supplement, it provides protection against a host of other common diseases.
Thank you, Dr. Groves. Dr. Page, as a surgical oncologist, what kind of job are we doing in this country in the area of cancer prevention?
Jim, there's only so much a physician can do once a patient develops cancer. After practicing surgical oncology for 34 years, I'm convinced the absolute key is prevention. In addition to lowering our risk of heart disease, an added benefit of the prescription for life daily basics is protecting yourself against reducing the risk factors associated with many cancers that have been linked to the high-fat, low-fiber diets. Here are some statistics that support that. Do you know that the U.S. spends more on health care than any other nation on earth? Out of the 26 industrialized nations that are rated in life expectancy, the U.S. is ranked 17th. That means that there are 16 other nations who have longer life expectancies than we do. Mexico, for example, has 1/4 the death rate of colon cancer than we do in the United States. Another statistic that is impressive is that there are 21.1 breast cancer deaths out of every 100,000 in the United States, and that compares to only 5 in China. Medical science is showing more and more evidence that our lifestyle and diet play a major role in this insidious disease.
Thank you, Dr. Page. Another program that's proprietary to this division is Cellular Essentials. Cellular Essentials is supported by a patented technology to actually help reverse cardiovascular disease without surgery. Dr. Murphy, as a cardiologist, will you share your insights and research into this line of products?
Sure, Jim. Heart disease is by far the largest epidemic that Americans face. Fully 1/2 of us will die from it. There are two things that I would like to impress upon the audience. Number one is that it doesn't always happen to someone else, and number two is that they can fix you. Open heart surgery is merely a treatment of symptoms, and statistics show that most people can expect a repeat within 7 to 10 years. 1.5 million people are affected with heart attack annually, and half of them die from the event. The other half survive only to need expensive drug therapy, altered or handicapped lifestyles, and costly cardiac interventional therapies for the rest of their lives. As a cardiologist, I see a need for a product that will help protect against vascular damage in the first place, and also help those who have already developed such problems. Cellular Essentials is a unique product under patent developed to promote good cardiovascular health. It is composed of many key elements, including various vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, amino acids as well, synergistically formulated to accomplish this task. Many hours could be spent on this topic alone, but in the interest of time, I would like to focus on 3 key issues. The first involves the oxidation of low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol. Many of you know this as bad cholesterol. Cellular Essentials comes with a variety of powerful antioxidants, the purpose of which is to produce the correct conditions necessary for optimal vascular cellular regeneration and health. The second issue involves a lipoprotein known as lipoprotein(a). Cellular Essentials contains a variety of amino acids which are designed to strengthen the vessel wall, thereby inhibiting the binding of Lp(a). The third issue involves an amino acid called homocysteine. Elevated levels of homocysteine are associated with the development of atherosclerosis. Homocysteine levels can be manipulated through vitamin supplementation. Cellular Essentials is a unique formulation under patent with a sound scientific basis designed to protect cardiovascular health through a variety of mechanisms. Simply put, in my opinion, there is no other product available with such power to help protect us from this most common cause of death.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. Dr. McClure, I know you've been very impressed by the homeopathic line. Could you share with the viewers your thoughts, your research into the homeopathic line that's exclusive to this division?
Jim, I'd be glad to. When I first looked at Rexall, I was quite skeptical of the homeopathic products. I was trained in allopathic medicine. I had my reservations regarding homeopathy, as most physicians naturally do, when they hear about something in which they're not well versed. However, I had an open mind. I evaluated homeopathy and found that homeopathic medicines were accepted as real medicines by the FDA in 1938 as long as they conformed to the standards set in the Pharmacopoeia of Homeopathy. These products are real medicines that work by stimulating our body's own processes to heal itself. They're safe, non-toxic, non-habit-forming, and they're regulated by the FDA. These products address conditions that affect the masses of people with such things as everyday stress, insomnia, allergy symptoms, fatigue, cold symptoms, gum disease, pain due to arthritis, gastric distress, smoking, PMS symptoms, and appetite control. Most of these products cost less than $30 for a month's supply. If you spend any money on prescription medications today, you'll realize this is a real bargain. So many of our prescription medications have increased side effects that this is now the #4 cause of death in the United States today. U.S. News and World Report a few years ago found that 2 million people were hospitalized from the effects of properly prescribed and properly taken medications. 140,000 of these people actually died. On April 15th, 1998, the Journal of the American Medical Association published an article that corroborated these same findings. Jim, I think everybody should be told about these important Rexall products.
Thank you, Dr. McClure. Dr. Diano, as a chiropractor, I know you've always had an interest in the natural approach. You also have a clinical background in nutrition. When I was growing up, my mother told me if I ate all the vegetables I need, I would get all the nutrition I needed. I never did enjoy eating spinach. Is that cliche still true?
While possibly true at one time, there are some very good reasons why that may not be true any longer, Jim. First, due to commercial farming, our soil has been depleted of many of the vitamins and nutrients so important to good health. Our fruits, vegetables, and grains may look good due to artificial fertilizers, but they contain only a fraction of the nutrients that they once had. Besides, in our country, most people don't even eat most of these very important foods anyway. Second, there are thousands of toxins that have been introduced into our air, our food, and our water. Most of them can be harmful to us if our bodies can't eliminate these dangerous substances. And in order for us to remove these toxins, we must have adequate vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. Thirdly, food processing has stripped many foods of their vital nutrients in order to extend shelf life and to increase profits. These foods contain empty calories, have little nutritional value, and can contribute to many nutritional deficiencies. Unfortunately, we eat a lot of these foods. So the only logical choice is to supplement to ensure that our basic needs are met. Let me give you a couple of examples. Women's Formula 2 is a supplement designed to support the postmenopausal woman's unique nutritional needs, especially as it relates to promoting good bone density. You know, estimates indicate that over 20 million women have osteoporosis in the United States, with 1.5 million fractures occurring each year as a result of the bone weakness. And unfortunately, 50,000 women each year die from complications associated with these fractures. And while it is evident that supplementing is very helpful, you must have the right combination of nutrients, and Women's Formula 2 does. It contains 3 sources of calcium to enhance its digestion and its absorption. It contains vitamin D and magnesium to aid in calcium usage, and it also contains betaine hydrochloride. This is used to provide the acidic environment in the stomach so that calcium can be absorbed. This is the reason why antacids that contain calcium actually provide little, if any, calcium to the body. Women's Formula 1, another nutrient, provides the unique needs for women in the childbearing years. It includes calcium to promote good bone health and other nutrients to promote healthy blood vessel function. It also contains a safe, non-toxic form of iron, which decreases the risk of developing the anemias associated with the woman's monthly cycle. Now, Men's Formula is a blend of specific nutrients, essential fatty acids, and antioxidants that will help protect cardiovascular health and the prostate gland. Benign prostatic hypertrophy, which is another name for enlargement of the prostate gland, actually affects 25% of men over the age of 40 and 50% of men over the age of 60. Also, 1 out of 4 men will get prostate cancer in their lifetime. Men's Formula contains high-quality saw palmetto that promotes good prostate health and can help prevent this overgrowth and enlargement of the prostate gland. Men's Formula also contains numerous antioxidants that can protect against free radical damage to the heart and the prostate. These formulas have a definite place in a preventative health care program.
Thank you, Dr. Diano. Rexall has recently added to their nutritional line Men's Formula Plus and Women's Formula Plus. They both contain a very powerful ingredient called calcium D-glucarate. The research on this was done at the MD Anderson Research Facility at the University of Texas. Dr. Page, I know you're up to date on this research. Could you share your information with the viewers?
Yes, Jim, I've seen and treated a great deal of cancer. Although we are proving in the area of treatment, nothing can beat prevention. While all the cancer societies promote early detection, and this is necessary for a cure if it's going to be done by surgery, a better choice would be to not develop cancer in the first place. I believe approaching the risk factors associated with developing disease through proper nutrition is the tool of choice. Calcium D-glucarate is a natural, non-toxic substance that is found in small amounts in healthy humans. It is also found in certain fruits and vegetables. When given in larger amounts, calcium D-glucarate has been shown in laboratory animals to have a positive effect on cancer prevention. These cancers include breast, prostate, liver, lungs, skin, bladder, and colon. Calcium D-glucarate detoxifies and removes carcinogens from the body as part of the body's natural defense. You know what a powerful opportunity we have here, one that can help you and your loved ones and friends achieve a healthier life, and in doing so, greatly benefit your business.
Thank you, Dr. Page. What has impressed us all is not only the science behind the current product line, but the continual innovations that Rexall is rolling out exclusively through this new division. Dr. Gross, are you impressed with the recent innovations?
Jim, I'm extremely impressed with the research that this company has done, and I'm impressed every time they come out with a new product. But this time, they not only came out with new products, they came out with a whole new product category. Let me highlight a few of these for you so you'll get a feel for what I'm talking about. The first product I want to highlight is OsteoBasics. Now, what this is a unique combination of a nutritional, which contains glucosamine, plus a homeopathic medicine that is designed and formulated to support repair and rebuilding of cartilage and bone, and to address symptoms in a safe and natural way. Now, there are 100 different forms of arthritis. Osteoarthritis, however, is the most common, and this is a great product to have that we can bring to our patients and families and friends. Now, the second area that I'd like to cover is a whole new product category. Rexall Showcase International has now come out with a line of herbal medicines. Now, what makes this unique and unlike other brands is our proprietary formulas are a blend of established and exotic botanicals cultivated from remote locations around the globe. They are free of excipients, which means you get 100% herbal ingredients and no fillers. Now, since our herbal products are not single herb formulas, we can offer you the best aspects of complementary herbs. To highlight a few of those examples, we have something called Balance Blend, and it's gently formulated to lighten the mood, and it contains St. John's wort. We have something called Calming Blend, which is a special formula to soothe away everyday stress. We have a product called Immunoblend, which is a unique blend containing echinacea that promotes optimal immune health. We also have a product that I bet everybody can relate to. It's called Passion Blend, and what it's designed to do is to support natural, healthy libido. One of the ones I'm most excited about, though, is called CognoBlend. This is a formula that is scientifically designed to promote mental alertness and performance, and it includes some research, Jim, that I'm extremely impressed with. This is research that is created by Alzheimer's experts from around the country, and I think that this is going to take us to a new level in being able to address many issues that are associated with aging of the brain. Now, finally, one of the products that impressed me most of all is a weight reduction product. Now, think about this. Over half the people in this country are overweight, and we know that there are many other health problems that are associated with that. What would it be like to have a product that actually works in this area? Well, for years, science has attributed overeating and obesity to psychological factors or a lack of willpower. But now we're starting to understand that in addition to healthy diet and exercise, that there's something called the reward cascade, a series of chemical and neurotransmitter interactions in the brain that can actually influence the way we feel about ourselves and even our behavior, including the food choices that we make. Now, the Body Synergy system that's included in our weight management program has an anti-craving formula that's designed to help your brain control the urge to indulge in food. And when you use this in combination with a healthy diet and exercise, it can help you lose weight. Now, this does not contain stimulants. In fact, it's a combination of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, and something called DL-phenylalanine. Now, there's a whole lot of technical research behind this, but the point that I want to get across is that what Rexall has done is brought to bear cutting-edge scientific information and brought it to us so that we can begin to address major problems in this country. So I'm absolutely impressed with the ongoing research that this company does every day to bring products like this to the market.
Thank you, Dr. Groves. Dr. Johnston, I have found that people that are interested in staying healthy also are concerned about their appearance. As a plastic surgeon, as the president-elect of the Florida Plastic Surgeons Society, what are your insights? What's your perspective on the Estivol line? What makes it unique?
Jim, since joining Rexall Showcase International this year, I have introduced Estivol Skin Care program to my patients as part of a wellness program. At last count, I have over 52 happy, satisfied patients using the system. To those in the audience, remember when your skin was soft, clear, and radiant like a child's? Over time, things begin to change. Cigarette smoking, alcohol, stress, cumulative lifetime sun exposure, poor nutrition, all spell disaster for your skin. We call this process aging. Fortunately, undoing the years of wear and tear on your skin is possible. It starts with good skin care. It starts with Estivol's 5-step program. The beauty of Estivol is that it can be recommended for all skin types and ages from teenagers on up to seniors. It works for men as well as women. Women with adult acne can often find clearing, as well as with teenagers. The unique formulation of lactic and glycolic acid, powerful botanical extracts, natural essential oils, and antioxidants allow proper exfoliation of the skin, enhancing better hydration and moisturization. This leads to less wrinkle lines and fading of irregular skin pigmentation and a more supple, youthful appearance. I might add, this is a pharmaceutical grade rather than a cosmetic grade. Americans spend $30 billion on cosmetics annually. Another advantage of this is that the products are safe, natural, and there are no side effects. You do not have to be a doctor to recommend this program to the people you know and care about. In fact, 75% of the people involved in Rexall's program are not in the healthcare field. They are conscientious people who are interested in enhancing their lifestyles and would also like to take better care of themselves. Now, I'd like to share with you some of the personal experiences of the people that we've all helped in introducing Rexall products.
About 15 years ago, I had a concern with skin cancer, and I had a cancerous lesion removed from my face. Since that period of time, I used to visit the dermatologist on a quarterly basis over a 15-year period, and I had 10 precancerous keratoses removed my face each time. Since that period of time, over the last 2 years, I started using Estivol, and since that time, I've only had 8 precancerous lesions removed from my face. I'll use Estivol for the rest of my life.
5 years ago, I found myself in the hospital with an infected foot. First question the doctor asked me was how long had I been a diabetic. I didn't know I was. When I got out of the hospital, after finding my blood sugar was 388, 4 days later, they amputated my left leg. When I got out of the hospital, I started taking BioSlife. Within 6 weeks, I was off insulin shots. Another 6 weeks, I was off oral medication. I haven't had any since. This morning, my blood sugar was a normal 88. These products have saved my life.
Several years ago, I developed hives all over and a really bad cough. And I went to an allergist after suffering with it for a few weeks. And he told me that I had developed allergies to about a dozen foods that I'd eaten all my life. Normal foods like tomatoes, broccoli, peas, oranges. And he came in with a needle. He said all I needed to do was take a shot every week for the rest of my life. I decided to suffer a while longer, and it was about that time that I was introduced to Rexall and started taking Defendol. Almost immediately, my allergy symptoms disappeared. And now, with using Defendol and Relievol in combination, I can eat anything I want, and I've never had to take an allergy shot.
At age 48, I was diagnosed with osteoporosis. I began taking the Women's Formula 2, and I was retested 9 months later. After 9 months, not only had I stopped the bone loss, I rebuilt 6.79% bone density. So, I will take Women's Formula 2 for the rest of my life.
As you have seen, we have available today the very best products in preventive health care. Don't you owe it to yourself and those that care about you to start using these products immediately? After all, if you don't have your health, what do you have? On behalf of myself and this very distinguished panel of physicians, I would like to thank you for being with us. The next step is yours.